Okay, time for a very quick workshop update. I've spent the last week or so moving in. I've got quite a lot of stuff in here now. I've got a little bit still to come, but pretty much all the big pieces of equipment are in. The main piece that I haven't got in so far is my pillar drill. But over here we've got my planer thicknesser. It's a Jet, what was it, JPT 260 I think it was. But as you can see, it's well, in pieces. And the problem is that this here, which is the feed roller, has seized. So if you look here, the out feed roller, you can see that. I just turn that quite easily by hand. The in feed roller though, completely jammed. Now down the back, down here, is like a plastic sprocket that's used that transfers power to the feed rollers, and that was completely shredded. When this seized, that was shredded, so I need to source a new one of those. And I don't know what's wrong with this roller, but I'm guessing one of the bearings, there's probably a bearing at each end, and one of them's probably failed. So over here we've got the planer thicknesser table sitting on top of a cupboard. I've got nothing in the cupboard at the minute. I've got my electrical bench, which has grown a lot of stuff. Got the Tormex sharpening system there. That's a nice sharpening system. So I haven't used it anywhere near as much as I should have done. Over here, the room has grown a load of plumbing. So I'm going to fit a sink here, but as I think I mentioned before, I'm currently doing our house up. So the washing machine has to live in the workshop for now. So the washing machine was originally here, but I've just moved it over here so that I can fit the sink up the corner. It gives me slightly less work surface, but that's not so bad. It keeps all the wet over this side, because I've got a bit of a weird sink, which I'll just show you now. I've got the sink. So this was also in the house when I moved in. And this is an unusual sink. This is called a sit-on sink, which I didn't know about until I looked up how to fit it. And basically it's got, if you look around here, it's got like a rim all around the inside, and that means it sits directly on top of the cabinet rather than being inset into the work surface. So it's actually, it's good for a workshop, because it means there's much less scope for splashes and whatnot to get all over the work surface and make the work surface fail. You've got down here is the belt sander I made, which I'm going to remake because it's just too heavy. It weighs about 40 kilos. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't remember if I've mentioned it. I've got my miter saw in there now, and got the dishwasher. The dishwasher doesn't work. Well, it does work, but it doesn't work very well. So I'm going to take it to bits and find out what's gone wrong. There's the remnants of the washing machine I just took apart. Miscellaneous stuff and a few tools. I've also got the lawnmower in here. Some clamps, Bessie's, brilliant. And the green ones, I don't know, the Dakota or something, they're from Rutland's, are rubbish. And they're just jam. And my boot room, which I said I was fitting some shelves in, so there you go, a load of stuff low down, and then I fitted some shelves for the grand cost of nothing, because I made them out of desks. These three are desks. That one's floorboards, and that one's just a 12mm bit of ply, which of course wouldn't be strong enough, so I've added a brace across the bottom. So there we go. What else? Oh, no, not quite all. I fitted my air scrubber up there. I've also, well, you saw, I've got the lathe before. I've now got some wood under there. I've got some carving blanks here, and under there I've got some turning blanks. I've got another cupboard over here, and under that cloth is all my CNC parts, which I will promise one day build. I'm waiting for some more parts actually. There's a guy who's been machining them for me for, well, nearly 2 years. My dust extractor, Shouldn't have really bought that. It's the wrong tool for the job. In the corner here, I've got my metal store. That was the original CNC I was going to build, and it never happened. And then here I've got a bit of a wood store. So a lot of that is actually part of the scaffolding. So the first videos I made, and some other miscellaneous bits of wood. And we're back round to the planer thicknesser. So as you can see, the workshop's a complete mess at the minute, but that's basically because I haven't got any storage in it at the minute. I've got to build some cabinets and I haven't got around to ordering any ply yet. Ply in this country is just stupidly expensive, so I'm trying to get a bulk purchase together, you know, maybe say sort of 15 odd sheets, because I've got a load of other work to do in the house as well which will need ply, so I can buy a load. And it fits up that corner behind me now. I can stand it on its short edge and it will fit under the ceiling. I haven't heard back from the builder about the damp getting into the room yet. Sucks, but I know he's very busy at the minute, so I'll chase him up this week. I still haven't got any electricity in here because I'm still trying to get the electrics signed off in the rest of the house, and I don't really want to rush it and confuse matters even more than they're already confused. So things are moving forward, but slowly.